The agricultural side of 4-H is all about hard work, dedication, and your drive to do well in the show ring. I personally have been showing pigs for about 8 years, so I have a long line of history behind it. I know exactly how to raise your animal, how to prepare it for the show ring, and how to physically show it. I get my pigs at about mid-April at an auction. However, before I can bring the pigs home, I realize I need to do preparing to my barn. When I say this, I mean that it needs to be cleaned, and on wood chips or some type of straw needs to be laid down on the concrete so that they can stay nice and warm during the cold months. Along with the straw or wood chips, they need to be supplied with some type of fresh food and water. The food that I feed them when they are little is a mixture of grain and oats ground up together. However, when the animal becomes bigger, they need to be fed slop. Slop is a mixture of this type of grain along with milk replacer and some additives like a muscle supplement or something to make it too sounder if it gets a little too tight, and you mix that with water and it becomes kind of a mush-like. The pigs love this, so they're pretty happy. In Dr. Jeffrey Hansen's online swine nutrition guide under the protein and amino acids tab, it states that a pig needs to have at least 44 to 48% of protein in each one of its meals. This ensures that it will grow to be nice and big and strong. Along with feeding, I make sure that I clean my pig's barn at least twice a day. This sounds like a lot, but it'll make sure that no bacteria is growing, and it'll help keep the smell a little under control. Along with cleaning the barn, I make sure that I clean the pig itself. If you don't clean the pig itself, it's going to grow a bacteria or some type of fungus, and that'll not be good. If you have a white pig, washing it will also make sure that this is good because it will prevent stains, and stains will not look good in the show ring. Along with those items, making sure you walk your pig at least 4 times a week is very important. According to the Oklahoma's Egg in the Classroom online article, it states that a pig can run a 7-minute mile. To me, this is pretty impressive and just shows that a pig needs to have enough exercise. While walking your animal, you need to make sure that you're walking it as you would in the show ring. So you need to practice, make sure you drive it at the judge and do anything else that you would in the show ring. However, all of this hard work in raising your animal isn't going to mean anything if you don't know how to correctly prepare it before the show time. When you first get to the show, you need to wash your animal right away. Once you wash it and it is completely dry, you need to bring out the clippers. The clippers needs to be about 1.5 inches long, and you need to run it all over the pig's body. It's just like a nice little haircut that gives it a show ring look. About 30 minutes before you go to show your animal, you need to make sure you feed it slop and give it water. This will make its gut fill out and make it look like a better overall pig and probably help you place higher in your ring. About 10 minutes before you go to show, you must douse them with some type of latherment. I put Hog Heaven and Sun Impact on my pigs. This is kind of like a lotion, and it'll kind of make their skin look soft and shiny for it. Immediately right before you go into the ring, I will also take my mister of water and I'll spray it all over the pig. This will kind of give it a more of a shinier show ring pop look that it doesn't always have on a normal daily basis. All of these steps have been very important, but it's not going to mean anything if you don't physically show your animal in the correct way. When you first enter the show ring, you want to make sure you make eye contact with the judge. This will just give you more of a better look that you know what the heck you're doing out there. But when you first enter the ring, you want to give the judge a nice frontward look. This will have it a good look at its 2 front hocks, which are its legs, to make sure that your pig is nice and square. After you drive it straight at the judge, you want to curve it off and give it a side profile look. After you have given its profile look, you want to keep it to the back of the ring and to make sure it doesn't mess with the other kind of pigs. Once all the other pigs are in the ring, it's go time. When you're walking your pig around the judge, you want to make sure that you stay at least 10 to 15 feet away. In 2003, Matthew Clay's website, Showing Swine, states that you need to make sure your animal is always between you and your judge. This will make sure that the judge can have the best look at your pig. Also, while you're in the show ring, you want to make sure you lightly tap it on its jowl, which is right here on its neck. This will make sure it keeps its head up and its back straight while you're showing it. You also want to make sure you stay off all fences and try to seclude yourself from the rest of the group of pigs. This will help you have the judge get a better look at your pig. While you're keeping it away from the other pigs, you can try to drive it at the judge and give it another front angle look or each side of the profiles and even a behind look. If you nail all of these criteria of showing, you'll probably win your class. So overall, raising, preparing, and showing a swine is not an easy process. It requires a lot of hard work and dedication by you and your pig, but in the end, it's all worth it.